Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what's the best way to pass the time at a boring desk job? Teach yourself to do crazy stuff in Excel. I taught myself how to do crazy stuff in Excel. My last job was in purchasing and we used a lot of spreadsheets. I started out learning formulas to do things quicker. Then I moved to more in-depth formulas like Fluke, then index match. I would just look at a process that I was doing in Excel, wonder if it could be done quicker or automatically, then Google how to do it. Eventually this led to automating things in Excel using VBA. I have literally no background in technology, but it wasn't hard to figure out. Before I left that job, I had multiple reports in Excel that would open themselves up at scheduled points in the day, update themselves, then email themselves to the correct people. I'm an attorney now, but I run my day through a schedule I made in Excel. It has all my cases and times/dates. It has a data entry form that I can use to quickly update the schedule or add to it. If I click on the cell with the opposing counsel's name, it brings up their full contact info plus an option to draft an email to them. The email autofills the subject line with the case number and defendant's name, automatically has my signature, and starts the email off with attorney name. When I add a new case, the schedule creates a new folder for it in a designated location and autofills that folder with templates of Word documents that I use for notes and trial prep. If I click on the cell with the next hearing's date, it pulls up a little calendar with that date circled and tells me how many work days I have to prepare. It also tracks how my cases are resolved. I'm working on that today, actually. The goal is to be able to click a button and get a report that breaks down cases by outcome, judge, opposing attorney, and crime. Then I can use it to look for places I need improvement. Edit. To clear up some confusion, we do have case management software and I do use it religiously. But when I started, I was bouncing between that software, physical calendars, emailed calendars in Excel, physical notes on legal pads /sticky notes, business cards, etc. etc. It was a pain in the ass, so I made this as a kind of hub to keep me organized. It basically shows me what cases need worked on in the management software and when that work needs done. And it organizes it all in chronological order while giving me a centralized area that has quick access to things like my notes or contact information. As far as learning how to do things in Excel, I found that you will almost always learn more and retain information better if you have a goal in mind. If you go into this wanting to learn how to automate a weekly sales forecast, it will be so much easier than if you go in just wanting to know more about Excel in general. I'm trying to reply to comments and questions, but there are a lot. I'm not great at explaining how things work, because I'm still learning. But seriously, if I can figure this out, anyone can. This is a very enterprising idea, plus it seems work-like to an onlooker. I am going to look at Excel differently now. Thanks. Few tricks for Excel. F2 to jump into the cell for editing. Alt+Enter will give you a new line in a cell. Using conditional formatting to apply a color to cells and then filtering based on cell color. Double-clicking the format painter icon locks it on. So you can paint that format all over the place. Index match. It lets you specify row and column, not limited to the first column, as Fluke is. Equals index, array, match, lookup_value, lookup_array, 0, match, lookup_value, lookup_array, 0. Excel is incredibly powerful when you get into it beyond equals a 1 plus b1. Someone on Reddit once said they tripled their salary just by learning Power Query because everyone at the office decided he was a wizard. I'm not sure it's the best way, but I open and close Reddit 87 times a day. Shoot for 88. I believe in you. Do you want him to go back to the future? Look at Reddit on phone. Lock phone. Try to go back to work. Open Reddit in browser. Close browser. Try to go back to work. Open Reddit on phone. That's enough big Reddit for now. Let's see what's new on small Reddit. Podcasts are a great way to pass the time. Especially long episodes. Hardcore history is hands down the best. 3 to 6 hour podcasts about the most craziest brutal moments in history in intimate detail. Really gets into your head about just how crazy fucked up history really is. It's awesome. Work on your personal projects. Just don't let your company find out because it probably says in your contract that anything you make during work time belongs to them. Does my employer own my comments and my karma? Oh god, oh fuck, my Reddit career is over. Well, if they really want that Game of Thrones inspired 12-inch butt plug set that I've been working on, this is our we need you to send those to testing and quality control ASAP. Stare at the wall and think about all the places you went wrong in your life. Plug it all into Excel and find areas you can improve. Fluke up, existential crisis. I drink a lot of water. I walk to the water cooler constantly and to the bathroom just as often. The best part, it's good for you. Are you one of us r/hydro homies, by any chance? Removed. Desert throated. Dry and dusty. Mouth unmoistened. Crisp and crusty. Stuck preserving perspiration. Destination, dehydration. Worry not, you thirsty persons. When the drought's about and worsens, never sweat it. Don't forget it. Water is the way to wet it. Water is your new solution. Take the water substitution. Tell your son, and tell your daughter. Make a choice and make it water. I do this too and take the long way, i.e. go to another floor's bathroom, do a couple laps around the office. We're all in this together. Eavesdropping. See how far can you listen, when you focus. I work in a 10x10m office with only one other person. There's nothing to eavesdrop on. And they fucking know where all the tape is going. Bit off topic, but when I first got some noise-cancelling headphones I took them on a flight. They were only in earbuds, but they were great at cancelling out the background /engine noises on a plane, so even without music or anything playing, it's nice to just have them on. The fun thing is that people are talking louder than normal to get over that background noise, so you can quite often hear conversations from farther away, even people who are talking to a partner sat right next to them. Also, no one suspects you're eavesdropping because you're wearing headphones. I have some over-ears and have noticed the same thing. They are designed specifically to cancel out those loud droning frequencies like jet engines, but they let through human voices just fine. Read. I had a very boring job about 7 years ago, where I got my entire day's worth of work done in the first hour. So I downloaded the Kindle app for PC and read the entire Song of Ice and Fire series. Easy to click out of if someone comes up to you, and doesn't really look like anything but a PDF of text. Use Alt+Tab to change quickly to a new window. I always keep email or an Excel doc behind what I'm really doing so I can switch back to that. Alt-Tab is suspicious as fuck. I just have that kind of stuff in a small window where it's the most boring thing on screen. Before I gave up the office life, at least. Edit, gave up office life to become a tutor and also make fucking frustrating games. Being a tutor is rewarding and intellectually stimulating, highly recommended. As for the games, there's a mailing list for when it launches if you hate yourself a little bit. I'm a software developer, but I'm pretty fresh to the industry, so my company doesn't throw me a whole lot of work just yet. I've been learning to do some graphic design stuff on the side with the software that comes on my work computer. Shit, I actually stayed like 2 hours late last night because I was too deep into the stuff I was making. Wow, Drew's working late again. Wow, Drew is awesome. Better not give him any additional work. Try to automate it. Try to automate someone else's job. Automate your boss' job. You're the captain now. LPT, hate a co-worker. Try to automate their job and get them fired. I used to write at work a lot. At work. I'm already tired of it. I can see why you stopped. I want to downvote you. But I can't downvote such sass. You could start a romance with the office receptionist. Ah yes. The perfect romance. Me, a 27-year-old single guy. Her, a 66-year-old married diabetic with horrible gout. Edit, thanks for the silver. X3. Also, rip my inbox. Edit 2, thanks for more shiny coinage. Be nice to Sharon, she worked hard to get here and you know that. That sounds like a great way to kill 9 years. I've never met anyone named 9 years. Please, tell me more. Reddit. Reddit disguised as Ms. Outlook to beat the boss's BDI. https://ataxia.github.io/MS Outlookit. Unfortunately we use Gmail at work, so it would stand out. I've got old Reddit resized in a window to try and fool people, don't know how well it works. You can only do this once in a while, but when you need a break for a bit you could use http://fakeupdate.net to throw up a fake update screen. That's an excuse to do some other stuff like be on your phone or whatever. Just seriously don't overdo it. Edit, this is my most upvoted comment ever now. RIP website. I'll add another one that is nice. https://github.io/ms Outlook. It allows you to browse Reddit but makes it look like some generic email service. Be careful with that as well though. This would be great, but I have dual monitors at my desk, and it only works on one monitor at a time. I could probably figure out a way to black out my other screen though. You could just turn it off.